Hey guys, so in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make a Cleo De Nile bed. This bed has been highly requested, so I figured it's about time that I do it. So it's really super shiny and looks really super gold, but it's perfect for Cleo because, you know, she is royal. Make sure to stick around to the end if you want to see pictures of Cleo De Nile and her bed. I think this bed turned out perfectly for her, so I'm going to show you guys how I made this bed sitting right here behind me. So let's get this tutorial started. So here's my drawing of kind of what I want my Cleo bed to look like. I definitely use a lot of inspiration. I kind of looked at some pictures of Egyptian stuff online, so I kind of used some really strong key points of Egyptian. Anyways, so I have my bed drawn out here. I have my main piece and my two side pieces here, my baseboard, and then I have, since we're going to be drawing out a dog, the Egyptian dog, and putting them on here, I had this cut out of styrofoam as well. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that out. After you get all your bed pieces cut out, I got this gold paper at Hobby Lobby, which you can probably find at any craft store, but it's really awesome because it looks really gold. You can see everything in my room. Look, there's me. Hi! So go ahead and cut this out, and this is what we're going to use for the cover to cover up our bed. Make it super gold. Alright, after you get all your pieces glued on your bed here, you can go ahead and glue it together. And on my main bed, I went ahead and wrapped the edges here with the gold. That way, when I glue it together, like this, you won't be able to see the white edges. For her pillars down here at the bottom, these little pillars we're going to put right here, and we're going to do pillars layer there at the top as well. I just cut out a piece of the gold paper that's 4x4, and then one that's 1 inch long, and I'm going to glue that right there. Then you just kind of bend it, and you can fold it in on itself to create that circle. And then I just cut out a little circle of the gold, and I'll just glue that right on top to create this little pole. And one for each end. For the back poles, we're going to make them 12 inches high by 6 inches across. I want the poles to be a little bit taller than Cleo, and the poles to be a little bit thicker than the smaller poles. So you can do the same thing. We'll glue this up here. I'm going to glue it to the very top this time instead of leaving the gap, very top. And then we'll twist it like this, and we'll cut out a circle of the gold and put it on top just like we did with the bottom poles. Alright, after you get all your pillars done, you can go ahead and glue them to each corner of your bed. So you put 2 small ones down here, and then your 2 large ones here in the back. And now I can take that little styrofoam piece that we cut out earlier at the very beginning, and I put a little bit of gold on top too, so you can't see the finished part. And then you can just glue it right here in between your 2 pillars. Alright, so now our bed is kind of all together, so I'm just going to set this to the side for right now. And this little doggy right here, this little Egyptian dog, I'm going to freehand this drawing on this black construction paper, but if you're not very good at drawing, you can always go to the internet and print off a picture of the dog, and then you can just use that to put on top of your bed. Here's my doggy traced out, cut out, and ready to go. And for all his detail, I'm going to use little scrap pieces of this turquoise and gold paper that we have to make all his little eyes and collars and his little details. Right after your little puppy doggy has dried here, I've left a little crease under here for him, a little extra room so that I can just bend this under. And then you can put a little bit of glue right underneath here, and then we'll glue them on right here. For the hieroglyphics on the side of her bed, I've just cut out this like kind of goldish mustardy color paper, which is 1.5 inches wide. And then along this side, you're going to go ahead and draw your own hieroglyphics. You can look them up, see what they look like if you want, or you can just make up your own. Alright, so here's my little fake hieroglyphics, and after you get those drawn out, you can just glue that here at the side of your bed. So you can do one for this side and then one for the opposite side. For her bedspread, I got this really awesome gold fabric, which you should be able to find at any really fabric store. It's a specialty fabric. But it's just really awesome gold fabric, and it really picks up gold, and I think it's perfect for this bed. For Cleo's pillow, I got this darker fabric with the gold sequins on top, and I wanted to use something that was a little bit darker because she does have black hair. So besides the little black doggy back there, I want to have something else. So I'm going to make her pillow out of this. I'm just going to cut out 2 huge squares, sew them together, and then stuff it with something, probably toilet paper. For her bottom post, I've just drawn out the little bitty beetles that you see a lot in Cleo's design. Here's one in this clip over here. And I just cut it out of the turquoise glittery fabric, and then I put a little bit of gold in here, like a little jewel, just for extra detail at the end of her bed. And then we're also going to make her little nightstand. So we're going to do the exact same thing, how it's like pillars. So I just cut out this piece of glue it just like this for her side. And I just put a little, cut out a circle of the glittery turquoise fabric, paper, and glued it on top for her little nightstand. So when you think of Egypt, a lot of time you think of pyramids. So I have these small little pyramids, whoops, always dropping stuff. Small little pyramids here, which I'm just going to put together and put here at the top. Here we go, little pyramid design. And we'll just stick this up here at the other pillar. You can glue those on if you want, or you can just leave them. I'm just gonna leave them just like that. And now our Cleo bed is all finished. It looks super royally in gold, and I think it turned out great. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this tutorial, and if you decide to make it, good luck. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.